Hey y'all, welcome back. Just in case you're new, I'm Katie Kazik, and this is my channel about our life. I have 5 kids, soon to be 6. No, you can't see them, but look, 6. What? I have 3 boys and 3 girls, including this baby, and this one's a boy. I homeschool. I go to school as well, and I just do a lot of random stuff. I work a small business from my home. So I figured I would share my knowledge. I had a friend a few years ago. I've had a few friends over the years tell me, but I had a friend a few years ago tell me that I should start my own YouTube channel because I just have learned lots of random things throughout the years. So this is me in my channel. But so this week, I realized that I hadn't given very many updates on Ephraim. I had talked about the fact that I've been working out and the fact that I'm taking my vitamins, but I hadn't talked about really anything about him. So, first of all, just in case you missed it, it's a boy. His name is Ephraim, and he is due in April of 2021, and obviously because it's December of 2020. You're welcome. We had our 20-week ultrasound 3 weeks ago, because I'm 23 weeks, and it was done when I was 20 weeks and a couple of days. He's measuring big, which is nice. My babies usually tend to run long anyways, but he's measuring like 23 weeks and 6 days-ish. So I'm actually kind of excited about that. I'm hoping that maybe he'll come early. That would be nice. Just because I'm really impatient. When I'm at the end, I'm really big and very uncomfortable. So there's that. So for Ephraim here, we went in at 23 weeks exactly and had another ultrasound done, a more in-depth ultrasound done, because I have a daughter who has a heart defect, or had a heart defect. I never know how to say that, because technically, with her heart defect, she had the surgery, so it's fixed, but she will always be monitored throughout her life because she has to be. She has to make sure, or they have to make sure that she's healthy enough to have a baby, for example, or she's healthy enough to do sports, or she's healthy enough that the heart can take what she wants to do. And so because of her issues, all of my babies afterwards have been checked. Well, they found like random things on a few of my babies. Like I've had 2 of them with cysts on their brains. That they found through the ultrasound, and they just go away. These things are kind of like anomalies that they just can't explain. It just happens, and then they just go away. Now, unless they have other markers, but none of my kids have had the other markers. So, with that in mind, they have found something called, I'm not going to say all of this correctly, so I am just going to say it and then say the acronym, and you can look it up and Google it, just to make sure that I said it wrong. But it's like an echogenic photo something or other. And in this echogenic, the EIF, they showed that there's a little spot in his heart. It's just a little itty bitty one. And so they're really not worried about it because like I said, he doesn't have any markers. He doesn't have a cleft lip. He doesn't have a club foot. He doesn't have anything else. He does have an enlarged kidney, is what they found with the MFM clinic. Maternal Fetal Medicine, just in case you don't know. And that means absolutely nothing, apparently. They said that it's very common in boys, and his isn't very much bigger than the other one, so they're not too terribly worried about it. It's not too far out of the parameters. Now, if it was a lot larger, they'd be a lot more concerned. But because it's not, they're like, yay, success, he's doing great. And I'm like, yay, success, that makes my life easy. So that is where we're at with that. He's growing really well. He's growing really quickly, and he really doesn't have any issues. He's just really healthy and strong. The other thing at the EIF is that they said they find him more in skinny pregnant women, and with boys. So he had a twofer on that one. Either way, he was going to end up with something, is what I'm getting from that. And then the boys is the kidney thing as well. I'm holding out hope that it means that he will potty train easily. So if you have a baby that had an enlarged kidney while in utero. Sorry, real fast with that too. So the other thing that the MFM doctor told me was that it was essentially he just had too much urine, and not too much, but he had more urine in one kidney than the other, which to me tells me nothing. Like it's like, oh, okay, that's fine. He has a lot of urine. Awesome. At least they're functioning. And so the only concern is that after he's born, if the kidney does not go back down, then he'd have to get checked out and make sure that there's nothing wrong with that kidney. But I'm not going to worry about it until after he's born, and then I'll go from there to see what we can do to help him, or if we need to help him, or anything like that. And so, yeah, nothing much else. Like, he's been super active. The other thing that the MFM doctor said was that another reason why he wasn't concerned with anything is because I'm healthy. I'm running. I'm working out. I'm taking my vitamins. I'm making sure that the baby's healthy, that I'm eating as healthy as possible. Like I said, I don't really crave a lot of sweets, but when I do, it's like cookie dough. You're welcome. And so, like, and every once in a while I'll crave like actual candy or like cookies and stuff like that. But I don't actually want it a lot of times. I'm like, oh, it's there, I'll eat it kind of idea. But yeah, so that's where we're at with that. 23 weeks, nothing really going on besides those couple anomalies that should take care of themselves before he's born or shortly after he's born. And either way, he's in utero, so I can't really do much about it anyways. It's kind of in God's hands, you know? But if you've had any of these issues, leave a comment below. Let me know how it's worked out for you, what's happened with your baby, if there was any issues or if there was anything that was an outstanding concern or that you needed to fix or change. So that way I, can have a little bit more of an idea of what to expect. Hope you guys have a good week.